This video is all about how to stretch one of your deep internal hip muscles, the obturator internus. It's a muscle that rotates your hip so that your hip is pulled outwards, so it's an external rotator. And what we're going to do is we're going to stretch it off while lying down on the floor. It's quite an effective stretch, but it can feel quite uncomfortable, quite deep within the pelvis. So just go as far as you can in the stretch. First of all, from a lying down position, you want to come up onto your forearms and just rest yourself in that position. It doesn't really matter what position your upper body is in as long as you feel fairly comfortable. We're going to start off with the left leg. And Catherine's going to bring the left foot out to the outside edge of the mat, and then she's going to drop her knee inwards, but just trying to keep the pelvis fairly still. And it's just as far as that hip will go. You might feel a bit of stretching round through the outside of the hip, and if you want to intensify the stretch, you can lift up the other leg, pop the calf muscle on top of that knee, and just let the weight of the leg stretch that muscle a little bit more deeply. If you can, you hold this stretch for a good 30 seconds, but it depends on how comfortable you feel in that position. Once you release that position, you take the leg up, and you might find that this leg feels a little bit uncomfortable. You can just wobble that leg in and out, just to loosen it off. And then if you bring that foot back into the middle, that's great. And then if we swap over sides, we take the opposite foot out to the side of the mat, dropping the knee inwards, and then to deepen that stretch, pop the calf muscle on top, letting the weight of the leg rest downwards into the bottom leg here. Now you might find as you do this that your hips want to move, especially if you're tight on one side, so just try to be aware of keeping both buttocks resting on the mat. Try not to hold your breath when you're stretching, try and keep breathing as naturally as possible. And once the stretch is finished, you take that leg up and over, and then maybe just release that leg, the little wobble from side to side. And that's your stretch done for the obturator internus muscle.